What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Muse on a Thursday night. I am your host, Derek Andre. I hope you all have had a wonderful and productive week. As you can see, we have a full house, so I'm not going to be real long-winded with introductions, but I would like to let you know, first of all, we do appreciate you taking the time to watch the Muse, all right, on our TV network. And if you didn't know, you can find us on Roku. If you have Roku, and everybody has a smart TV now, so Roku is generally on your little, you got to hit like button, and then when you hit the menu button, you got to probably scroll left or right, and then when you scroll left or right, then you'll find Roku. Then you watch Roku, all right? Then it's gonna be coming to Fire TV. We coming to Apple TV. We got a lot going on. We got a lot going on, but to not drag that out, I would like to introduce all of these lovely ladies. I swear to God, I got to be the luckiest man in all of our TV network. I am joined by let me count. I gotta use my finger so I make sure I count them off. I am joined by the lovely Elizabeth Queeley from the Caribbean Fashion Network. I'm joined by the lovely Carolyn Howe, another one of our wonderful correspondents. I am joined by Yo Taylor and the lovely Tracy Johnson and the lovely Yo Taylor. I didn't mean to leave lovely off, Yo. Don't be waiting for me in the parking lot. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Ladies, how's everyone doing this evening? Now we got to try to talk like kind of as one at a time as possible so that we don't cut each other off. So I'm gonna start at the top and I'm gonna ask Yo and Tracy. Ladies, how are you doing?
We are fantastic. How are you doing?
Everything is awesome and hunky-dory. All right, let's go down one. Carolyn, how are you? You're muted.
I am doing so well. I am really excited to be sharing the screen with Elizabeth Queeley and, of course, Yo Taylor and Tracy Johnson. But Elizabeth, I have loved from afar, so I feel like we're next to each other, Elizabeth. So really good.
All right, and Lizzie Q, my lovely Lizzie Q, how you doing down there?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. I'm cold, but I'm hanging in there.
It's cold up on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, it's 37 degrees. But yeah,
okay,
it's okay.
All right. Well, guys, what we're going to do tonight, this is a very special episode of The Muse. What we're going to do this evening, not going to keep Yo and Tracy for very long because they have another engagement they're trying to get back to. So we ain't going to hold them long. We're going to discuss the direction of The Muse. We're going to talk about certain things that we have coming up in the very near future. We're going to talk about how we're going to move forward with entertainment and interviewing all of these wonderful live entertainers that we have access to. And there are a plethora of them. So to not keep Yo and Tracy too long, we're going to start with you ladies. So apparently, Yo, you have a history with one of the airlines, huh?
Yeah, for 31 years, Tracy and I both have been international flight attendants, and it's been a fun ride. It's been a great learning experience and a lifelong dream. Always wanted to do this, and 31 years later, I finally retired, and here I am.
And so you're going to take that 31 years, you and Tracy are going to take this 31 years of experience, and there's going to be an entire show built around you two ladies and your wealth of knowledge and information of traveling the globe. Is that true? Is that a true statement, or is that just a dirty rumor?
No, that is definitely a true statement. And we're going to have a lot of tips and fun stories and crazy stories and,
Look, Tracy, Yo was like, all right.
You're laughing about it, and Yo is laughing, but the story really starts with how the two of them even connected and got together because you guys were actually in training together. Isn't that right, Yo?
Yes, we were in training together. I came from Ohio, and Tracy,
I came from Florida.
And so you both wind up to be flight attendants. I mean, what was that experience? Because I didn't see brown flight attendants when initially when I started to fly, so that was a bit of a novelty.
Well, there were 250 in our training class, and there were only 6 of us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We're a
that's
small
really
minority.
amazing.
And we were determined that all 6 of us were going to get through this training.
And did you?
So in the meantime,
did all 6 of you get through the training?
we did. There was only one gal who didn't want to hang out with us, but that was okay because
ultimately teamwork makes the dream work, and we were determined, and we did what we needed to do to make sure that we all got through.
We did it.
Awesome.
Excellent.
That's awesome. 6 out of 250.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. So kind of give us a breakdown of what you would like to see for your new show. What will we be discussing? Will we be talking about things that you've done, places you've been, food you've eaten, hotels you've stayed in, people you've met? What? Give us like a Cliff Notes version of what we can expect.
Well, first off, definitely insider tips, because we commute to work, and what that means is we had to fly to our base to start our job. Oh. So there's all manner of tips and shortcuts and things we can share with folks to help them navigate the airport in a way that's relaxing, comfortable, and help them get over a lot of anxiety that they have as they're moving through the airport. The things that they get upset about, really they don't have to get upset about, because we're going to give them a head start. We're going to give them tips to help them take the stress out of their travel experience.
Right. So let me ask you this, Tracy. I'm gonna ask Tracy so Tracy can give me some pointers. So listen, I'm not trying to get y'all to talk about too much of the show, but give me one point right now, traveling in 2021, that would make my life easier getting through an airport right now. Just me and all the listeners. Ain't nobody paying attention though, it's just us. So just forget about the other listeners, just us.
I would say patience. Patience is a key.
Okay.
I think oftentimes we go through life, especially with the hustle and bustle, and going through the airport can cause a lot of tension, a lot of anxiety. And if you take a moment to breathe and be present in knowing that, it's all going to work out. And it can be trying, certainly, to get through security and trying to get to your gate. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you're there on time.
Okay.
But patience is key.
So patience of dealing with like an elderly person, or patience of dealing with little kids?
Patience in general.
Just okay, all right, because there's varying degrees of patience. You know what I'm saying? You got you did dealing with certain people, boy. Your patience can get real thin real fast. So I'm just trying to figure out what degree of patience.
Well, especially now since we're going through this pandemic, it's vitally important to breathe and know that this too shall pass. I'm going to get to my gate. I'm going to get on the plane. I'm going to get to my destination.
With your mask on.
With your mask on.
Would you tell them?
Keep your mask on and breathe normally.
Absolutely.
Well, ladies, I tell you what, we are really excited. Carolyn, Elizabeth, do you have any questions or anything else for Yo and Tracy before we take our first break? Because when we come back, it'll just be just the three of us. We can make it if we try. Just the three of us.
I think the patience part is pretty good, especially for me. I don't enjoy traveling so much as I used to because the elegance is gone out of it.
Wow.
the fact that I have to take off half of my clothing when I get there is not my idea of fun. But
Wow.
I mean, yeah, for me it's the patience, because I get annoyed when I have to take off my shoes and my belt. And I mean, I barely passed math in high school, so clearly I can't build anything at all when it comes to math. So I think I should be allowed to keep my shoes. But yeah, patience is for me. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. But
Okay.
and then you go early, because if you get to the airport and in enough time, you don't have that anxiousness about it. So even if you go maybe an hour and a half early, that's fine. That way you can calm yourself down and prepare yourself for what's to come. So I think
Well-
anyway, they're right. Patience is the key right now.
The concept of traveling naked actually sounds good to me. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if flight attendants will feel like. I don't know if they.
Okay,
I mean,
Derek.
they do have naked news, so maybe that's the next.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, just be naked. Then you ain't got to take off nothing. How you gonna hide something if you're naked?
Derek, then the issue
That's
comes
my
in.
thought.
The
I guess
issue
there's
comes in.
more than one way to
Right.
get frequent flyer miles, extra frequent flyer miles.
I tried
Well,
going
I'll
in
take 'em
flip
how I
flops
can get 'em.
thinking it'll help, but it didn't.
You're gonna need a whole lot more hand sanitizer, though. I'm gonna say that.
That's exactly
All right,
what I was thinking. And you have
Ladies.
single-use seats. No.
Okay, I am
Ladies.
done.
Yo and Tracy, thank you so much. We are looking forward to your upcoming show. As we make progress figuring out when exactly the launch date for your show will be, we will let you, our viewers, know. But in the meantime, you guys stay tuned. It is going to be a fantastic show, because between these two ladies, I am sure you will learn a lot and have fun doing it. So what we're going to do right now, guys, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're about a quarter of the way. About a quarter of the way into the show. We're going to take a little break, probably get a little music, a couple commercials. And when we come back, we will get back into it, and we'll talk about what the future is for the Muse and how cool things are going to soon come. All right. Ladies, thanks again. Have a great evening, and we'll see you on the other side. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Quealy. I'm a stylist, and I've always wanted to do this. It's like in my blood. I go to the grocery store, and I literally tell you, I would be the girl that would be in Trader Joe's in an evening wear, because that's who I am. So today we are doing a little bit of styling for the fall. I have all of the pieces that you need for your fall wardrobe. The knits, the button down, the jackets, the boots. I have all of that. You're gonna see a lot of red, a lot of like mustard yellow, a lot of checkered, which is what is on the runway this season. I really believe that I was meant to be in the Victorian era, because I absolutely love bows and lace. So everything for me is bows and lace. If it has bows or pockets, I am that girl who would buy it. So you're going to see a lot of that in the pieces that is going to be on Katie today, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. The color scheme is for any color skin tone. It'll be fabulous on you. Another one of my favorite, because you remember I said earlier that I like to look edgy, sometimes edgy and sweet.
Love edgy.
I love edgy, but I still want to cover all of my aspect, all of my personality.
Yes.
So edgy and elegant is who I am.
Ooh, girl.
So that's what I do. This is really edgy, and this is going to add that elegant touch
I
for
like
me.
it.
And here we are again. This jacket is fire. Like, I absolutely love the checkered look, and then the pants that goes with it.
Ooh.
I love a whole suit. I don't mind wearing a suit flowered from head to toe. I think it's absolutely edgy. If you want, I'm the girl too that, I just put the shirt under for you, but I would wear this with nothing under.
Ooh, girl.
That's just who I am. I would wear this with nothing under, because you can make a suit. Yeah, you can make a suit absolutely sexy. And, I know some people shy away from like prints, and no, the more the merrier. Because if you have a print and then you have a solid shirt underneath and a sick shoe and bag, it works. So just try it. So let's get some styling on. So this is going to be your first piece. It's gonna look amazing. I just wrapped with Katie. The styling event went well. The video went well. Everything that she tried on, she loved. The pieces worked on her body. The color coordination, everything worked well. I can't wait to work with you guys. So if you have any event coming up, whether it's black tie or just a birthday or you're going out with your hubby, I'm here to help. Please just get in contact with me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Muse Live Entertainment Showcase. I'm your host, Derek Andre. I'm joined by the lovely Elizabeth Queely and Carolyn Howell. And I just want to make a disclaimer real quick. If I start coughing, I do not have COVID. I have the tortilla variant because I've been eating tortilla chips. And so I just want to let you know that there is a new strain going around called the tortilla variant. So if you eat tortilla chips, you're probably going to start coughing.
Elizabeth. Oh my goodness. Can I just say, I love that piece that I could watch that commercial. I could listen to you talk. You make me happy about fashion because your positive outlook gives people the courage to try things they wouldn't normally try. And I watch this, I've seen that, that clip before, and I just love it. Every time I watch it, I learn something a little bit different. I learned something about you, but I learned something about how I feel about the things that you're saying. And I just love that.
Thank you. I mean, I feel like that's what fashion is supposed to be. It's not for one age group or for, the small or the skinny or the tall or the younger. It's for everyone. It's an opportunity for a woman to express herself in any way that she chooses. And that's what I love about fashion. It's a painting. You can see a woman one way in a certain outfit and somebody else look at her and she see her in a different light. It's a painting and your body is a canvas. And that's what I love about fashion. It's literally true that you can try on, you can have the worst day and you can decide, okay, let me go take a nice bubble bath and get up and put on something really pretty. And all of a sudden it lifts your spirit. It is absolutely true. That's what I love about fashion.
Well, you bring that joy to it. When you talk about it, everybody can tell that you're passionate about it, but your knowledge around what to pair. And you were giving a perfect example with one of those outfits. And you said, I put the blouse on for you, but I would really wear it because that's who I am. And I was like, and then you come back and say, I should have been born in the Victorian age because you love bows and lace. I'm like, who doesn't love that?
I really love it.
Oh, Fantastic. But you are fantastic. I love it. I love being,
Thank you
I'm
so
just
much.
so excited to be here. We are side by side, and that makes me very excited.
Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you as well. Your energy is so bubbly and sweet.
Oh, well,
Wait.
thank you. But
This is the
I,
first
I
time
would
y'all have
I
been
would
on the
rather
same
I
show
would
together.
rather be edgy and elegant if I could, but you've got that covered. So
Wait, this
Yeah,
the first time y'all. This the first time y'all been
this
on
is
the
the
show
first
I've
together.
time
never
you've
been on
been
the
on the
show.
screen.
I watch her shows. I watch the
Yeah.
news when she's on, her weeks that she's on, but I've never been on. And so you know how you have this feeling about somebody and you were like, wow, they have really got
Yeah.
it together. I would so love to meet them. So I am taking this is my virtual meeting in person, if
Yeah.
you will. And I'm loving every minute of it. You are exactly who I hoped you would be. I'm not disappointed. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Y'all gonna make me
And
cry. Y'all gonna make
I
me
know.
cry. I'm not gonna cry on the Muse. Not tonight. Not tonight. I'm not gonna do it. Y'all not gonna see me do it. Hold on, excuse me, just a second.
You know,
Get a tissue and come back.
I'm cool.
I know
I'm good.
you
I'm
have to
back.
deal with this all the time, right?
Yeah.
I'm back.
I mean, I'm really an acquired taste. I've always been this way. Even when I was living in the Caribbean, I never went out with flip flops or, and even if it's sunny, I was always in heels. I was always in a one shoulder dress, the flowy dresses. That was just me. I love looking elegant. I think it's a lost art. Women are now becoming too lax when it comes to their appearance. And, that sometimes hurts my heart because it's elegance. You never should lose elegance. You should always have that.
You guys remember when Monique was under fire
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I'm
talking
not even gonna get
about
into
the
it.
bonnets?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say that, but
Yeah.
But I mean, she was absolutely correct, though.
Yeah,
They don't
you're
belong in
spot
the
on.
street. She
but
was.
and most people don't think about it. And we don't mind saying I'm having a bad hair day. And what that meant was that if your hair didn't look right, you couldn't feel good about yourself.
Mhm.
But your hair is just a fraction of your head, your entire body. I see people sometimes, and I'm thinking, you're right. When you look, that's why my mother used to make us pick our clothing out at night. She
Mhm.
wanted you to pick out your entire outfit, right down to
Mhm.
jewelry and footwear, because she said if you wake up in the morning and you had a bad evening or you're having a bad morning, you're going to dress for that mood and you'll be miserable all day.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is so true.
Exactly. And you do feel it. You do feel it as a woman that when you are not put together well, you feel it. At least,
No,
you feel it. When you step out your house, you're like, I don't think the shoes work. I should have went with the first outfit that I thought about. You do feel it. And
no,
my
you're
mom used to always say to all of her daughters, her number one rule was, you never walked out of the house looking disheveled because you never know who you're going to run into, and you never wear sneakers unless you're heading to the gym. So,
Wow. All right. All right.
No,
Well,
I'm
that has
telling you.
changed.
So no. But when you think about people now, that's the point of elegance, class, and elegance, hard to come by.
yeah.
And she mentioned earlier in the comment when we were talking about the travel show that's going to be airing, she said, I don't enjoy travel so much because the elegance is gone. And I can remember when people dressed up to travel
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
because they
Yeah.
knew they were going to be on a global stage. You're in
Mhm.
an airport with people flying from around the globe and you
Exactly.
want it to look like something.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
now I'm not really sure when I'm in the airport between the slides and the flip-flops and the pajama pants, I'm not really sure where I am or
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
if people want to do that, don't get me wrong. If they want to do that, that's perfectly fine. But just in terms of feeling the best you can
Mhm.
about yourself, I think when we dress better, we feel better.
Yeah. And I mean, if somebody wants to do that, that's fine. But just in terms of what I remember when I was little and getting on a plane, we were well dressed and we had our makeup case with us so we can fix our face before we get off the plane and all of that stuff. I remember all of that. And now when I'm traveling, people are in their pajamas and they're carrying a pillow and they have the bonnet. And I'm like, oh, okay, what is happening?
So, what do you think, ladies? So, let me ask you this: what do you think created the change? Do you think it was it? I'll let you answer. What do you think caused that disconnect between the period of elegance and this age of casualness? What do you think created that divide?
I think now women have less time in the home because everybody now is working. Everybody now, life has gotten so hectic and so expensive that everybody now has to work. Mom and dad has to work. And I think women have less time in the house. So now they have to get themselves ready because June has to be at school for 8 o'clock, or she has to be at work for 8 o'clock. She has a presentation to do. So she grabs the first thing that helps her get out the door on time to get all her stuff done. We have less time now to focus on ourselves. And that goes all the way down from dressing to mental health to all of it. Everything, all of that is encompassed under that time that we don't seem to have to spend with ourselves. Some of us don't even realize, I know it happens to me, that we are tired.
Yeah.
We don't realize that we are tired because we are going. And then when we finally sit down, we literally can't get up. And we're like, why am I so tired? But that tiredness is not just from that day. It's probably a week of tired because you're running on empty.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree with you, Elizabeth. And you were mentioning, both of us mentioned how our moms impacted us. Our moms were in the home. They had standards and guidelines that they passed on to us, things that became traditions around how to look and how we were uphold the family's name by looking in a presentable way. That's one facet of it. And then when I grew up also, jobs were 9 to 5 or 9 to 6.
Yes.
The only thing that was open late at night was 7-Eleven when they came around. But other than that, everything closed early. So you were home earlier. So you did get the appropriate rest. You did have time to get things in order. When we moved to a real global kind of connection where, you're working, you're doing business. If you're doing business in China, they're 12 hours, 13 hours difference than us. It changes the way you do things. And like you said, most of us don't know we're tired because we feel that way all the time.
Yes, we don't know. And then because we don't have that leisure time to put ourselves together, that's how it came about, where now the leggings is the dress code, a t-shirt, a jean, a pair of sneakers is a dress code, because that's how we can quickly get ourselves together and get out the door. But I mean, and I think what happened with the pandemic is that it caused us to slow down and to realize what's important to us. I mean, I call it a blessing and a curse, because it made us realize, like, wait a second, I am working 24/7 for this home and I'm never in it.
Yeah.
I'm working 24/7 for the kids that I love, but I don't see. So our lives have changed so much. And I think because our lives have changed so much, the fashions change with us.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's going to ever come back to the time that we remembered when we were young with moms and dads, where my mom would take time to brush her hair at night, and and even just simple that, just to take your hair out and just brush your hair. You don't even have time to do that anymore. Listen, I am bald for a reason.
No, but the point you make is so clear. Do you know that I got a fresh hairdo every day? My mother would braid my hair every day if I was going out. The only time your hair stayed in, and we used to call them plaits, the only time it stayed in plaits for more than one day was during summer vacation.
Yes.
Other than that, if you were going out, your hair was freshly done.
Yes.
So I think that, but as long as we have people like you that are always holding up the idea of being elegant while being edgy, I think that's always going to be something to aspire to. So I appreciate the fact that regardless of how things may have changed, you got that standard and you're keeping it.
I mean, there's some change that you said, okay, you want to let go of. But for me, the elegance and the time to dress yourself beautifully, I want to hold on to that as much as I can.
I love
Ladies, I tell you what, this is a great conversation, and we're going to continue it as soon as we come back from this break. All right, we're going to take a real quick break. And when we come back, we do have some other things that we want to address about the Muse, the show, about fashion, about the artists. I mean, about the whole 9 yards. All right. My grandparents taught the triple A's: appearance, attitude, and altitude. Come on now.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. So I'm excited when we come back to hear more about the Muse and the new things that are coming and the new shows are coming and how we just keep getting better and better.
That's right. All right, listen.
Hello and welcome. My name is Carolyn Howell, and I'm the executive producer of the Caribbean Food Network, the newest and the most fabulous way to eat, drink, and think food, fun, anything culinary, travel, tourism, you name it, we're in. Right now, I'm standing in Cookology, or at least one of the Cookologies. Cookology is a fabulous recreational and professional way to learn how to cook. And isn't that what we all want to do? Eating is how we keep going. So in a minute, I'm going to introduce you to Maria. Maria is the founder and the owner of Cookology. We're so excited about our partnership and what the Caribbean Food Network is going to do. We can't wait for you to see. So sit tight.
Hey everyone, welcome to Cookology Culinary School. This is our location in Boston Quarter. We have been here since 2019. We have another one in Dallas Town Center. We've been there since 2009. We've been in business for 13 whole years, aside from the pandemic, which I did a lot of sleeping. But here we are. If you want to look in, this is what you see when you come by Boston Quarter. It's fun. It's fun. It's potential fun. Everybody is looking to do something with their friends and family. So here is the front door. Follow the sign.
All right, I caught you. I
know. I love that
you. You
music.
were working it out.
I love that music.
All right.
By myself, just breathing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Muse Live Entertainment Showcase. I'm Derek Andre, your host. I'm joined by the lovely Elizabeth Queeley and the lovely Carolyn Howell. And just so you guys know, the purpose of the Muse is to bring you some of the hottest artists in music across the Caribbean and across the globe. It is to bring you information and news about fashion and style. It is to bring you the news and information about everything that pertains authors. I mean, you name it, it's entertainment. Whatever falls underneath that entertainment umbrella is what the purpose of the Muse is. And we try to bring people to you so that you can actually talk to them. And if they, you know, whatever it is that they perform, you can hear them, you can feel them, you can be a part of them. You may not get a chance to taste their food if they cook, you know, but at least you can hear them if they sing. And so far to date, I myself have been introduced to some brilliant artists and entertainers. So that is the overall purpose of the Muse. And so, Elizabeth, you have a show right here on the Muse. Tell our viewers that are listening intently, they like this. What's she finna say? What's she finna say? What's she finna say? Let our viewers know what your purpose is as our fashion correspondent.
Well, my purpose as the fashion correspondent is just to bring fashion to the forefront. Let ladies know that there's a way to dress nicely and fashionably, and it doesn't have to be that everything is hanging out. So it's just to make fashion fun and just let you know what is in the shoes, the dress, the bags, what is in for the season, the year, whatever. How you want to keep your closet in order for you to be able to pick your clothing in the morning and run out the door and still look put together. That's what my show is about. It's just my show is about getting women put together and put together nicely and have a fun day.
Will we get a chance to do like some pop-ups? I know we have been discussing that. That might be,
I think pop-up is great, but depending on the business that you're in, I think the business that I'm in, because it's an online business, I'm not actually selling product.
Okay.
I'm selling a service. So in order for you to have a pop-up, you have to be selling product, maybe makeup and all of that stuff. So you have, so I think for me, pop-up is not the best way to go. For me, I use social media a lot. I style myself a lot. I style clients. So what I do is I put it on my site where I have testimonial, how they feel about how I put them together, if they were comfortable with it, if they were pleased with it. But pop-up is good if you have a t-shirt business, or, you have makeup or anything of that sort, something tangible that you're selling to the public. But for me, I think more my strength is online, because I am promoting a website and myself, actually. So, yeah.
I love that. What I would love to do is steal you. And when these designers do their pop-up shops, I would like to bring you there so you could help me glean what is the most fabulous thing there that would work for me. So I think designers need to have you there curating your things among their fabulousness.
Yeah.
I could just see.
Yes.
That sounds like a good idea. I mean, years ago when I was younger, they had a pop-up with hats and gloves, and they would hire girls to wear the hats and wear the gloves. And so when people pass by to see their product, they would actually see it on their body. And that would help them with sales. Yeah. But it does help when you do the pop-up. Sometimes I visit them as well, and they do pretty well.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you all do not follow Liz on social media, you should.
You miss
Because just scrolling past her images on the screw, I'd be like, I need to go change clothes. This is not
but
becoming.
don't you feel better looking at her? Don't you have something to aspire to? That's what I mean.
Yes, and if she be posing real smooth with it, I'd be like, look at Liz. She just that little model pose.
I posed as best as I could.
Hey,
no, she'll pose, and then her head will be slightly turned to the side, and you're like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I be practicing. Yeah, I don't tell you this, Liz, but I be practicing in the mirror, just in case, because whenever we all get a chance to be in the same room together, I got to make sure that my elegance matches your elegance. You're not going to out elegance me.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
not going to out elegance
That's
me.
good.
It's going to be
That's
an elegance battle.
There's always competition is always good, especially if
All
it's
right.
healthy.
That's incredible.
Well, Carolyn, my dear, you have the Caribbean Food Network going on.
Ooh.
As you could tell by all this girth,
We're not going to talk about girth. We're going to let the camera hide you. And so with CFN, because like you mentioned, it's definitely food. We have, obviously, I'm based in the DMV, which is DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my top slogans is, "Are you a DMV and the DMV?" And the first DMV is Destination Must Visit in DC, Maryland, or Virginia. So are you a destination we need to check out? Is your food good? Is it unique? Are you doing something unusual with drinks? Are you a brewery or winery? Do you have spirits? Because we have so many wineries around us and so many brew pubs have popped up, and everybody's a foodie. If one thing we learned how to do during COVID was eat and eat well.
True, very true.
And so now we want to go. We want to know whether we're able to come and sit down and eat at a person's restaurant or not. We want to know what's good and what unique. What are they blending? Recently, in a brew pub, they have all of these different beers. Whatever the season is, it's like, oh, it's pumpkin beer and it's this beer. Like, whoever made you mix that?
Yeah.
Some of them are fantastic. And that's exactly what we want. So being able to get out there and kind of highlight the businesses and highlight the creatives that are doing amazing things with food, because food is a creative activity. Yeah, that's exciting as well. So I'm excited to do that. And then we just had Yo on.
Yeah.
This whole piece around travel. Now, just think about it. We saw Yo and we saw Tracy. These are flight attendants with 31 years experience. I just want to know the stories they can tell. So when we get into the little jump seat that the flight attendants sit in, I want jump seat stories. The names can be changed to protect the innocent, but I want to know, what have you encountered? I want to know that, and I can't wait. They were being very formal tonight, but I can't wait until they break it down and let us know some of the fun things that have happened from around the globe. So
I'm sure they have lots of stories to tell.
Well, if it hasn't already been named, maybe it should be named Jump Seat Stories.
That's an idea. That's an idea. That's a good idea.
We'll see what they pop up with.
All right.
Because they are quite, they're so creative. And there's an entire flight crew. Yo didn't tell you she needed to leave. She has an entire flight crew, just flight attendants and I think pilots that she has met during the years. She was having them at her house for a party. And we're like, hey, can you pop in for a minute? So that was that extra noise that we heard in the background, those wonderful sounds of everybody being
fellowshipping,
having a good time.
Yes. It's going to be a fun show.
Well, all right, well, guys, check this out. We have really worked our way through this show. We got one more break we got to get through. We got to get in and get out. And when we come back, we're going to wrap it up with my lovely co-host for the evening. And then we're going to let y'all go. So we're going to take a quick break. Y'all done hung out with us this long. Don't be trying to leave now. Just stick it on now. We'll be here for a few more minutes. Just a few more minutes. So y'all don't go nowhere. We'll see you on the other side. We'll be right back.
Ready.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Randy Dennis. Our next performer, in our opinion, is one of the most exciting in our industry. She's just back from her world tour, and she is something else. Here to perform her latest hit, Stand By, on the DMH record label. Put your hands together, gang, for Tracy Hamlin.
Too many nights I've been all alone. you said you make me feel brand new. You can't keep my love. You can't keep my standby over and over. I've been waiting, baby. You can't keep my love on standby. Over and over. It hurts me every time. You keep my loving on the line. It's your love I'm looking for. I wanted more. I wanted more. Yeah. Baby, you can't keep my love. Can't keep my love on standby over and over. I've been waiting, baby. Can't keep my love on standby over and over. Oh, I need the comfort of a man to give me his love whenever he can. Hold me real tight and never let go. I miss your touch, can't you see? How come you don't call me? Yeah. You can't keep my love. You can't keep my love over and over and over. You can't keep my love on standby over and over. Oh yeah, you can't keep too many days on and too many nights over and over. You can't keep my love on standby over and over. I've been waiting.
You can't keep my love on the standby.
You just
Boy.
completely destroyed that song.
I was just thinking the same thing. I thought he could sing. But don't
Man.
you love Tracy Hamlin? And you know that Tracy Hamlin's going to have a show starting after the first of the year.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
And you've heard of Unsung? Well, she's going to have Unsigned. So she will be bringing amazing talent from DC, Maryland, and Virginia, from the DMV to light on the Muse. And I'm excited about that. And every now and then she's going to sing a song, not like you, Derek Andre, but every now and then.
No. See, what we was going to do is we're going to do some duets. We were going to be like Rufus and Shaka Khan, Ashford and Simpson.
Okay.
No, not a good idea.
None of them, huh?
None of that.
Ike and Tina?
No.
How about Rufus and Cece?
No.
Just
no.
So you have to understand your vehicle, and you know how people say stay in your lane. What that really means is you can only hold one steering wheel at a time, and it's your responsibility to stay in your space. And Derek, darling,
work with what you're good at.
Carolyn, I used to like you, Carolyn. I used to like you a lot.
No, wait a minute. Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
No, it's too late. It's too late. I know what DMV stand for now.
What?
That was mean.
Oh,
very. That was that was very honest. I am not a singer. I will never. Let me look directly in the camera. Hold on. I will never ruin your eardrums by trying to sing on the Muse.
But you know what? You don't have to sing because you know how to bring the good talent on and how to really highlight them. So that's really your specialty.
I gotta be good for
And
something.
he knows
'cause
how he knows how to make you laugh.
And that is so, I
And
agree.
that's
I'm
important
telling
as well.
that's exactly right. So take your gift and run with it.
I am. I'm a run. I'm a run like you've never seen me run before, like Forrest Gump. I'm just gonna run with it. I'm just gonna run till I get tired, and then when I get tired, I'm just gonna stop. Then I'm gonna run again. No, I'm just.
Oh my goodness, you're too much fun.
Let me tell you, I was just talking to my wife on the break, and I was saying I will be so excited when we can all be in the same room together.
Do you understand
True.
what that means? How exciting that will be?
Very true.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, because to see somebody from afar, and like I said, I'm sitting next to Elizabeth, so that makes me feel good. But to be able to see her in person, and to just right now, I can see the essence of her, but I want to see the real of her.
Yeah.
Now listen. I got to be honest. Now, when we do this, we cannot tell Anthony.
Oh, absolutely. He must never know. As a matter of fact,
cannot know this.
That's a pact between the three of us.
Yeah, no, just shit, Elizabeth, don't ask no questions. Just understand that this cannot happen.
Okay.
He cannot know that we getting together. He gonna come over there and he gonna be trying to talk
organize
money.
everything.
He gonna, he gonna be trying to talk money, and he gonna be, clearing
gonna
his throat and
organize
fixing his glasses, and his head gonna be all shiny, and it's gonna be creating these glares. You know how it is when Anthony comes in.
He's going to organize everything. You get up at 8, and then Cal would get up at 8:30, and then we're all going to meet at 9, and at 9:15 we're going to head out to the theater.
Yes,
that's Anthony.
That's it. You're exactly right. And you know what? And you need that kind of person in your life that has it that regimented and that organized. And he's going to let us know, now that we've all met and this was so great, that's going to be another show.
Yeah, that's right.
That's him.
I love somebody that's always thinking, and so that's exciting though. But I do love the Muse, and I love what the Muse is able to do. If it's different every single time, and the conversations are powerful. So I love the fact that you get to uncover and discover, and this is just a creative source. This really is.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful.
It's great to have such a platform, because there's so many creatives out there that sometimes don't get that opportunity to put it out there. So it's nice that you have this space to come and just be creative. So
and
it's
that's the point, and because we are all in this platform right now, we're all individually creative, and we all basically run our own businesses, and we're artists and we're creators, and we don't have a platform. Elizabeth and I talk all the time about the complaints that we have with like social media. You know what I mean? It's all scientists that build it and create it, but it's artists that use it. And we half the time that we create stuff, the stuff that the people that we created for, they never see it. And so when you get an opportunity to come into a circle with other people that are like-minded, that are goal-driven, and that really want to take their brand and their skills and talents to the next level, that's a great opportunity. Yeah. And shows like the Muse, it's here for us.
For that purpose, yes.
Yeah.
And that is such a good thing. And the kinds of conversations that you can have, even around just some of the things that were shared earlier about how you can feel about how you look and what you can do, and maximizing the most. And don't be afraid. Some people say, oh, you do that. However you want to dress or however you want to look is one thing. But if you understand the impact on how you choose to put yourself out there and how you feel, that's real food for thought in terms of always being at your best.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Well, ladies, it has been a wonderful show. I have enjoyed your presence. I enjoyed the presence of Yo and Tracy. And I just want to say thank you very much, as always, for taking the time out to come and hang out. And I'm glad that Elizabeth and Carolyn, I'm glad you ladies got a chance to share the stage together.
You guys.
It was awesome. I did not know that. And so I was like, wow. That is fantastic. So I am glad that you two ladies got a chance to be on the same stage together. I have truly enjoyed you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached that time of the evening Well, we must say goodnight. And I'm going to sing it in Carol Burnett style. I'm so glad we had this time together. And I really hate we have to go. I don't know the other words. So I'm
Clearly.
just going to make it up as a Merry Christmas.
Oh my goodness, where did that come from?
I
Isn't
just
that
crossed
like
genres right there. You see how I did that?
song?
That just crossed genres right there. I did that.
Okay, right. So was that a creative move? I just want to know. I'm asking for a friend.
Yes. Let them know.
Good job.
And I have more in store for next Thursday. I've been practicing because it's getting closer to Christmas. We're going to do some caroling. So, not caroling. We're going to do some caroling.
You know what? Just a kiss. Leave me alone.
Ladies, I appreciate you. I love you all. Have a wonderful evening. And I will see you all next week. I'll see somebody next week. I'll see somebody sometime.
All righty.
Next
It's been
week.
great
Ladies,
being
have a
with
great
you.
night.
It was great to meet you as well, Carolyn, and always, Derek, a pleasure.
All right.
Boy, listen, everybody can't be in my head. Everybody can't sleep in my bed. Everybody can't be up in my face. Everybody can't be all in my space. Now I might fuss a little bit, cuss a little bit, you know this, yeah. But if you trust a little bit, you gon' get 100%. I don't want nobody but you. Don't want nobody touching me, baby.